Hey, we will be getting started in just a few minutes. So I think I'm gonna close the door. Cannot see too well. Oh, hopefully that helps a little bit here. Hey, this is John, Desert Rock Pottery, getting ready to get this thing going on here. Oop. Thing wants to turn on me. So, story goes that we, well, first of all, I received this kiln here year or so ago from a friend of mine. And it's an old Cress, C-R-E-S-S, Cress kiln-sitter kiln. So it's not electronic. Everything has to be done manually. Up to this point, or prior to this, we were firing Bisqueware, but it was not getting up to the desired temperature. According to the Orton cone chart, it should be getting up to at least 1915, and it would barely, if at all, get up to even 1800 degrees. That's, I guess, good enough for the just reminding me I can dismiss you. Okay, just reminding me to start this, but I've already done that. So it's a soft bisque, as I understand it. So it's about cone 08. So it's working. However, I want to get it up to a solid cone 04, which is somewhere between 1915 and 1970, 75, somewhere around there. Was not quite understanding the chart, but that's the information that I've been able to get. So because this kiln was built in, actually, it's been 56 years this month, back in November 1964, I felt, let's see if we can get maybe some new elements on the kiln. Oops, sorry about that, folks. Get some new elements on the kiln, and maybe that will help. So we did that. It was roughly about $200 to do that, but praise God, we had a way. So we had the money to do that. Been saving it. So, but what we found out after getting it back, a gentleman by the name of Dean up at Marjan Ceramics, who is the kiln doctor up there, he told me one of the problems was there's two dials, one for upper, one for lower, and apparently let's see, was the lower one is okay. So when it's pointing up, it is off 50% all the way up to 100%. The top dial, however, was put in upside down. Even, so the dial is upside down, the plate on the front, which shows everything. So when I thought it was off, it was actually at 50%. Good to know. So I have therefore marked the front plate for that top dial so that there is no confusion, or at least I hope there's no confusion. So it is 10:02. Without delaying anymore, why don't we get over here to the old kiln? I'm going to turn this around and let me see. And we are going to turn this down a little bit. So this is the kiln. I said 1964 Cress kiln-sitter. What Actually, what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna bring this around over here. Put this down here for a second. And so what we have here in this is the button that gets pressed. This is the last thing that gets pressed to turn it on. This will sit up here. This little bar here will come down. Now, let me open this up, and hopefully I do not have this fall on me. Good, 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 good. Normally I'd be doing this with my phone. I do not have, so we're gonna look down in here, and right here, this little thing here, this is called a cone. And you see it's bent. So over time, the heat melts it. And what happens, I'll put this back down again. Ooh. So on the inside is a little bar, and may not be able to see it, but when the bar is up and a flat one of these, a new one, is sitting between, there's like 3 prongs, it holds this up. When it melts, when it gets to like this bar slowly comes down, and when that happens, this falls down. There's a weight here, and it actually shuts off the kiln. This is the first time that we've had that happen. So I'm gonna move this up a little bit. The other thing is, this is called a kiln pack, and they're a cone pack, not kiln pack. So it's just these 3 cones, and these are old ones. So you can see this one, it melted all the way down. That's kind of your gauge. This one, most of the way down, and then this one is still straight up. So this is the one that we're testing for. This should be cone 04. It should actually be all the way down like this one. So it didn't get quite to 04. This is the top level. I have one of these on each level. So I am going to, not going to put it there. I had an instance the other day where this came, I was reaching around to get some kiln furniture, and pieces are still just a little warm. Not, it's like 90 something degrees in there, but this is one of my student pieces, made something a little more whimsical. I thought it was pretty cool. And so there's just, in this one, the top level, we have just 4 pieces. So I am going to go take those 4 pieces out. So we have 2 for the same person. And what I do is I actually will just stack it on. I'm going to put this back up here, and hopefully, if I do it right, we can get a little bit better view. So that was the top level. I'm going to take out the top shelf and just put this down here. Okay, on the mid shelf, there's pretty much the same thing. So that's a good thing. So we got top, middle, and I'll take out, these are still warm. Little risers between the 2 levels, right down there, and looking pretty good. One of my students made this. I helped with the handle, but we came a little too low, so it's not going to lay flat. That's Mr. Preston. Shell. This is an unknown. And one of the things I did do is I have a little book here where, number one, what I do is I write every shelf, bottom, middle, and then top, and I write each piece and whose it belongs, which shelf it was on. Then I keep track of my bisque firing. So the first thing, this is the first firing I've done where it was actually over 1800 degrees. In fact, actually, it got up to 1874 was the top. And I had happened to pull out the thermocouple so that way I could try to look inside. And so I thought when I did that, the which one was it? There's another one. Preston, here we go. There was, I thought when I did that, I noticed it cooled down a little bit. So I thought, okay, well, it'll just heat back up. What I didn't notice is actually it shut off. It reached the proper temperature. Okay. Looks like one piece, but actually two different pieces. Pretty cool. And this is, I know this one. This is actually, this 3 pieces got a little plate. This is actually pretty cool. And a bowl and a little, I don't know, paperclip holder. That's one of our members. And that concludes that level. We have one more level. And I'll put this down. Now on this one, some of the pieces actually belong to me. So what do we got here? Same person stuff. Okay. All right. Now this, get to it. So the difference between the first 2 levels and the bottom level, it barely did anything. So that is something that I have to be aware of. I'm going to mark on the bottom here what level they were at and the date. And then when I talk to people at Marjan's, I can get some more information. Okay, we have more of this young lady's pieces. Okay, I think, let's see if I can get these all on one level, that'll be good. And I think these are not mine. They are not. Okay. However, what I'm gonna have to do is the tray is full. It is tray full. So this is what we've taken out so far. And I am going to put these on my wheel over here for the time being, and continue unloading. The rest of this, I believe, is all mine. So I'm guessing this is a hard to say. It didn't come out so well. Now, I bought a whole, almost like a case of pyrometric cones for making new cone packs. And on that, I will know what exactly everything is. Oh, this is a student. I'm going to put my stuff on the left. This is a student. And this is mine. And this last one is mine. So pretty good for this first maiden voyage, if you will. I'm just going to close this up. Not bad for this. Let me have a seat here and turn this around. Push this back up. So not bad, not bad. I would have liked, of course, over here maybe a little bit. For some reason, the light is, maybe it's just my eyes. But actually, 1 second, rub the camera. That seems a little bit better. Maybe there's some dust on there. So not bad. I would have liked the bottom to have matched, but it didn't. So that's about it. Now, from here, I'm probably going to, and you know, maybe what I might do is instead of firing on the bottom, I might just bring it up and just do like a middle and upper level. The next thing that I want to do is I'm gonna have to put some kiln wash on these shelves, and I will do some test kiln or glaze firing to see if indeed I can get up to a glaze firing temperature, which I believe is around 2200 degrees. I have to look it up though, not sure. For cone 5, I'm not really good with remembering that because I've never had to use it. So let's see. You know, if that's not what I wanted, let's see if I have pyrometric cone chart. So what I'm looking for is a cone 5 or cone 6, and this is just not. Come on, let's go. I don't know if it's. We turn off the Wi-Fi. I think it's trying to go on Wi-Fi. Yeah, real bad Wi-Fi reception out in the studio here. So cone 5 is, oh, that's centigrade. No, don't want to look at centigrade. 2185. So I was saying between 2200 degrees. So yeah, that's about right. Cone 6 is about 2232. So I was in the ballpark. I was actually pretty close. So that will be the next test. I'm just going to glaze a bunch of pieces, put some kiln wash on, and then we'll have another kiln opening where we will examine what we've done. So, all right, this has been John from Desert Rock Pottery saying, keep on practicing and enjoy your art. Bye-bye.